Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Satisfactory, my friends. Now, today we are hopefully going to get the computer line running. We have been working on the plastic requisites in the last episode, so I think we are kinda done. There is like one final resource that we need to find in here, but that's totally fine, we have copper nearby. We are going to need 400 copper, right? But after a quick scan we can see that we have copper nearby, therefore that is not going to be a major issue. We have one node somewhere around here, there we go, a pure node right next to our truck stop, and then we have this one over there, which is close to this to the spire over here, so we can just redirect it into one of our truck stations and bring it here. Pretty simple. And we also need to bring in here the billion plastic that we are going to need. That is already kinda done, well, not the routing, but the plastic is kinda done, so yeah. I also, in between episodes, I just did a little bit of purification to the plastic/power production facilities, right? It's all the way over there, and I just did the network for the hypertube so that we have a quick way to get there. Nothing out of the ordinary this time, no major buildings, so yeah. So, before we can set up anything, we need to bring the resources here, obviously, so how about we go grab that plastic, set up a route, and then go grab that copper. So, as we can see over here, this hyper station is getting a little bit crowded, right? Yeah, so we now have a direct line, not direct line, there is still a stop in the middle, to the plastic factory. There is like that crossroads over there, right? We have one crossroad over there and another crossroad over there. I thought it wasn't exactly useful to put a hyper station, you know, from here to there, because it's kind of a short distance. So we have a tube that just goes from here all the way into the crossroads, so let's go. So in here we have the crossroads, we have a pipe that goes all the way to that side of the map as well, so you can imagine this area as like a large rectangle, right? So we can see the other road from here, we have that road that connects both of these points, and then after the game autosaves, yeah, and then we have the other two connection points on the other side of the space elevator factory, so yeah, I don't know if we are going to build anything else in the middle. Maybe we'll find some more resources that we need, and, you know, maybe this space will be useful. Otherwise, it's just a kind of a quote-unquote dead space. And yeah, the plastic factory is blue because plastic is blue, and I thought to myself, maybe I can make this look a little bit better with blue. No, this thing looks not very good, I have to admit. It was a rush job, right? So yeah, we have two lines over here that we are going to need to set up. Two lines, so in this case two routes. This one will have two lines of plastic and this one has one line of plastic. So we are transporting out of here close to 600 plastic, I think, and that would give us the numbers that we need. And I notice now that I probably don't have the resources to do this, because why would I have the resources to do that? Oh my lord, I have to go back now. Okay, so now I have the resources to build one of these bad boys over here, and one of these bad boys over here. We are going to use the truck for the two lines and the tractor for the one line, and then we are going to give them a unique painted job, because this is plastic, and you know, everything in here is, well, everything building wise in here is this color, so yeah, I think this is most appropriate. Now a quick a tour of the factory, shall we? Right, everything is this awful color. In here we have the spaghetti floor, we had seen this already. This spiral case has two additional entries. This one leads to the power plant. It goes all the way over here. The power plant is precisely like it used to be, except now everything is covered. All the way over there, and the roof over there, right? And then we have the petroleum coke conversion center, also all covered. And then we get back into the spiral through there. this little, like, small bridge over here, just because why not? Right, and this gives us access to the spire again. But enough, like, there is nothing special about this, so let's just set up the roots, shall we? Well, I pulled a stupid and I forgot to open the roads. Really? Okay. Like, scrap this. And let's try this again, but now... with the road open, please. Like, I can't believe that I forgot to do this. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Alright, the first path has been recorded, no major issues, like there was like a close call, but other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. Now let's drive the tractor and do precisely the same as we did with the truck, but I'm only going to activate the truck after I'm done with the tractor, so that the truck doesn't get in the way. So yeah, just one more path and the plastic is going to be dealt with. Okay, my friends, and I think that I'm a dum-dum because I didn't save the path from the other vehicle, but the path still exists, so hopefully I can still save it. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. 1 plastic, 2 SE, and then I have to do the same for the other one. Yeah, now that this is done, let's save it. Let's exit the tractor and then let's go into this node and make sure that the tractor stays in here for at least a few seconds, like 10 seconds, so that it has enough time to load to the top. Cool. You can now go. I want the tractor to go first because I kind of want so technically the truck is faster than the tractor and they are sharing the same place, right? So I kind of want to wait until the tractor is right here, right? It's coming back, so that I launch the truck, so that the truck has like a full lap of space to catch up to the tractor, because once it catches up it's going to go at the same speed as the tractor. I'm pretty certain. But now, can I save the path? Oh, apparently I can. Nice. Plastic to SE. So now I'm just going to sit in here and wait for the other truck to arrive, and then yeah, and then I'll launch this truck. Alright, here comes the tractor, and given that we are going to still need like 10 seconds over here, let's go drive truck, open record menu, enable autopilot, and go do your thing. Hopefully 10 seconds will be more than enough to fill up this thing, but I'm just going to double check. If it is enough to fill it up, it will be enough to unload it as well. So yeah, let's... Nope, it wasn't enough. It needs more than 10 seconds. Okay, good to know. Let's try maybe 15 seconds for the next time. And yeah, this thing is going to derp out a little bit. It's the first time, it's normal, but I think that after the second time this thing will do slightly better. My royal chariot, please take me to my destination. Oh, thank you. Well, 15 seconds is almost enough, so I don't think we need to test this much further. We'll give it 20 seconds in here and 20 seconds on the other side, and that should be more than enough. I would like for the truck to stop being derpy, but well, we won't be looking at it most of the time anyway, so I don't think it's going to be a major issue. Okay, plastic is dealt with. Up next, we have the copper. Luckily for us, the copper is close by. We won't need to tractor it, I think. We'll have to see. Okay, we are back here. I'm pretty certain there is a copper node nearby. I am almost certain that there is one. Yeah. See that? There is one right in... Whoa, try not to fall. But there is one like right in here. Now, I'm more interested in the other ones that we are going to need, because, yeah, apparently we'll need to bring some copper from our chemical plant. I'm pretty certain, and then we have some more copper nodes over there, and that's it. I think we also have copper over here. So maybe what we will do this time is we'll bring... I think I've seen several copper nodes. Let me double check. Let me double check by going over there. Oh, wait. We need to go through this one. Okay, so here we are in our super cool factory. I'm pretty certain it's here. And I'm mistaken. It's probably in the... No, it's here. So we can pretty much do to the super... We can do to the to the copper what we are doing to the iron. Let me just double check that we actually have a station ready to receive it. I think we have this one over here. Going to be a little bit of a derpy path for a truck, but oh well. It is what it is. So yeah, let me belt that copper into this area. Oh, here they are. I was wondering where the hell these things were. Been running for a while, but yeah, here they are. We have a pure node and another pure node. Cool. I'm a bit lost, I have to admit, but I'm pretty certain I'll find a way to belt... Wait, what? Video? Oh, it's that thing over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, here they are. Here are the other mining thingies, so we are actually not that far away. It's just a shame that we have that radioactive thingy over there, but oh well, I'll just ignore it. Alright, my friends, here we go. We now have the copper being introduced into the truck station. Now it's just a matter of transporting it into our space station, space elevator truck stop, and unloading it in there. So yeah, we just brought it through here. On top of the these things are they called stackable conveyor poles, just for ease of use, and then we send it in the middle. It's a tad bit ugly, okay, but we are not like looking at it in here, so yeah, we just comes through there, stacks on top of the sulfur conveyor, and then gets sent into there. We can barely see because it's nighttime, but the lift thingies, they clip a little bit, but we don't. Once again, we are not in here to see it all the time, so it's one of those things, right? Let's, instead of me losing like 3 hours of my life, it's better this way. But yeah, now it is time for us to go, and I'm pretty certain. Oh, I have all the stuff. Cool. I have all the stuff. So yeah, time to set up another truck route. And here we are with a new path to record. This time I won't forget. There we go, copper to space elevator from Super Cool Factory. Yeah. These names are getting a little bit ridiculous. I'm just going to pull back a little bit, edit that node over there, and then let this truck loose on the world. So let's just take care of business. I'm pretty certain that 20 seconds will be the wait time for the trucks from now on, and then I just need to go into the space elevator factory and do the same. But you, well, my friend, you can do your thing from now on. Please don't turp out a lot, okay? Thank you. Okay, so now that the copper is here, we still need to belt it from here, right? I only have this thing going all the way to the spaghetti floor, it's not yet belted, and we need to bring this copper to our forge area, where we are going to build a bunch of smelters to melt it all into ingots. Beautiful, look at this, so much copper. Oh my lord, what the hell have I done? Oh boy. So yeah, I just came over here because I forgot to open up this I forgot to open this road, and so I took some I asked for a ride from my royal carriage, and I think I might just have kinda messed up this thing a little bit. Hopefully this thing will find its way back to its route. I'm so sorry, it wasn't my intention, but if the weight of the engineer displaces you from your road, then something is wrong with you. You're trucking wrong, shall we say. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Did you guys check? What? Whoa, we have to go back. A flying truck? Is that even a thing? I think the game is a little bit upset with all the vehicles that we have. I mean, I think the truck came back into its place, but yeah, the game is a little bit upset with the amount of trucks that we might have. I mean, this list is starting to get a little bit long. You derped out a little bit, didn't you? I was afraid I was never going to see you again. But well, my friends, flying trucks aside, we now have the copper in here, and yeah, we have what I can only describe as a hazardous working environment in here. It's not that bad, it's just this little corner over there, but still, these fart clouds are a tad bit annoying. I'm like, if I didn't need a specific compound, I would just research the freaking gas masks, but you need this thing, you need this polymer resin to make the fabric, or at least to unlock it. No, it's not the fabric, it's something else. Well, gas mask maybe? No, because I haven't researched that yet. But yeah, you need that thing, and we are not using it, so yeah, just going to endure the smelly cloud. So yeah, we now have 480 copper. We know that we need bare minimum 400, so we might just, well, convert everything, right? Because why not? So yeah, let me see if I can fit a bunch of smelting things in here. Alright, my friends, here we go. Jesus, we already set up 1,000 of these, so nothing different about this one. We have the outputs, in this case the inputs being provided through the back and the outputs through the front. We have 16 smelters over here, each one a row of 8, so that we convert all of the copper that we are receiving into copper ingots. So we are going to be producing 480 copper ingots. It was a little bit annoying to set up these fart clouds, are always annoying, but well, it is done now, so we can now just collect this, send it back through the same path that the copper is taking. We already have the holes on the wall over there ready to receive the ingots. And from here, we can send it all the way up and into the production floor. So yeah, that's the only thing missing. So let me just set this final thing up, and now we can move on to the production floor and start setting up all of the machines that we need to produce all of those components. My friends, we have to go into full emergency mode. Full emergency mode. Yeah, I think I'm about to lose power on my entire grid. I think I'm about to lose power on my entire grid. I don't know why. I don't know why, but there is something going on with the grid. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Something terrible is going on, my friends. So I was doing my pre-recording session because this is like part 2. Yeah, there we go. This is like part 2, and like 10 seconds after I load the game, this happens. What in the hell is going on? Why do I lose this power? This is very, very bad. I don't even know. I think I don't even have enough time to go back into my to my coal power plant. Because that has to be the problem. Something is wrong with my super coal distribution. That gotta be it. So I just loaded back in. I know I'm save scumming the game, but you know what? Screw that. I really couldn't care less about save scumming right now, because this is an ultra emergency situation. If my power goes down, like we go back to the Stone Age, and that is no good. I have to go, like I have to sprint my way into the coal power plant, because the issue has to be there. That has to be the problem. And after I identify the problem, I will probably not have enough time to come back and fix it. But I'm pretty certain the super coal is acting up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We might be able to save this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we have super coal on the line. What the hell is going on? Yeah, you see, we are going down on power. Like, the super coal is right there. Is there something wrong? Like, the fuel for the main power plant is like done in-house. There is like no dependency on external factors. Yeah, the machines are full. What the fuck? What the hell is going on, game? Like, I only have power production in here, like decent power production, that is. We went from 9,000 to 73. To 7,300. My other power plant only produced 1,000 megawatts. I don't get it. Yeah, water, coal on the... Like, if the last machine has water and coal, then all of the machines are, you know, filled up with water and coal. Yeah, water, coal. What the hell? Save scum number 3. If my power plant is working as intended, then the only explanation is the plastic factory, but once again, we don't produce that much power in the plastic factory, and that, like, that is concerning. Could it be? Could it be the plastic factory? Because, like, I don't remember that thing producing 2,000 watts. I think the math told us that we were producing 1,000 watts, not 2,000 watts, but hey, if the game says that something is wrong, we'll have to check it out. Okay, the grid has been broken. Water? Water? The problem is a freaking water. Are you freaking joking? It is gotta be a joke. Like, how? How is the water a problem? You consume 45 meters per second, right? The math was pristine. This thing is running for like forever, and now the water is a problem? Now the water is a problem? What the hell? I don't get it. This thing has water inside. We are producing all of the water. The only explanation that I have, my friends, okay? First, this thing is going to be very complicated to fix. I will have to save scum one more time at least. But the only explanation that I have, okay, is that for some reason, the game was updated recently. For some reason, we now don't have the lift to take the water upstairs. That's the only explanation that I have. I call bullshit, game. I call bullshit. But oh well. I know now what I have to do. Okay, it's very, very simple. Right now I can't save it. That's it. I'm going to respawn, I'm going to shut off power to my advanced component factory because we are on the verge of being able to sustain our power grid. I'll come back in here, I will place a bunch of pumps on these bad boys, and I will see if that fixes the problem. Save scum number 4, my friends. Oh my lord. Like, this is why save scumming is okay, because the game from time to time, well, how should I put it bluntly? And I will apologize for this grotesque language, but the game from time to time likes to okay? And I don't like that, okay? Please tell me that you have no power. No power. Okay, thank God, we are saved. I just need to connect that node to that node and everything should be fine. So if I go over here, please tell me that we are consuming less than 7,000 watts of power. We are okay. Situation resolved, at least temporarily. Time to go back to the plastic factory and see what the hell the problem is now. And see if I can fix a problem. I mean, I'm just extremely stressed out right now. It looks like I'm playing Oxygen Not Included. And you want to know what the funny thing is? I've been thinking about Oxygen Not Included non-stop for the last like 2 weeks, and yeah, I almost missed the feeling of getting brutally assaulted by a video game. Yeah, as we can see, the power plant went offline, and yeah, pretty much what is happening, my friends, is that we only have the time from the moment I load the game until we lose power. We have the time, we have the water inside of the buffer, of the internal buffer of the power plant, and that's all the time that we have until that internal buffer is consumed, which lead me to believe that it's truly the game's fault and not my fault, okay? So yeah, saves coming, totally acceptable, especially when it's not exactly my fault. Let's see if I can fix it with a couple of pumps. Or if for some reason it's just as simple as reconnecting that pipe again, because we all know that from time to time the game likes to forget what where the pipes are connected, right? Oh, fuck you, game. Okay, there is no other words to describe this. I just placed the pumps and everything is working now. I didn't power the pumps. I couldn't. That node is completely filled up. But now this thing came back to life and everything is fine again. Everything is fine. I just needed to update this pipe because reasons. Are you this game? Why are you playing with my feelings? Okay, let's try this again. Right? This line is completely stopped. Right? Bam. Bam. No power. No power, right? Look at them, kicking into life. This is the game derping out, my friends. Okay? And so, this leads me to my save scum policy. Alright, just in case, like the last time I talked about this was during Kenshi, because we had to save scum once during that entire playthrough, which is pretty nice, if you ask me. But my save scum policy is quite simple. There are 3 scenarios in which you would save scum. You made a mistake, you made a critical mistake, or the game decided to derp out. If I make a mistake, well, I'll deal with it. It is my own problem. I mean, it was my own making, so dealing with those kinds of problems is fun. I made a critical mistake that sends me back to the Stone Age. Well, those are not fun to deal with, because going back to the Stone Age is never fun. Or the game decided, you know, and in those cases save scum is acceptable. Or the game decided to derp out, which is the case, and therefore save scumming is acceptable. I don't like, to be honest, I'm not, like some people don't like save scumming or whatever. Yeah, I don't care about that. I just like, I don't like the game screwing with me. And so in those cases, it is totally acceptable. And if we go over here, we should see that the power is now going back to the levels it used to be. We just have to wait for the water to completely fill up all the machines, but yeah, everything should go back to what it was. Okay, so if you are going to play the game after it has been patched, which was yesterday, make sure you verify that every single power plant is working as intended, because you probably are going to go through something very similar. Okay, so now that the power levels are back to their nominal place, let's reconnect everything back again. Just make absolute certainty that everything is working as intended. Yep, power has been connected. We had a small bump, but yeah, our power levels are not exactly the best, but I didn't know we were making so much power on the other power plant. I thought we were making like 1000 megawatts, and apparently we are making over 2000 megawatts? The math doesn't add up, but well, not going to complain. I already lost way too much time with this, well, small interruption, okay? So... oh boy, I probably just... Lost 2 years of living because of the stress that I just endured. But oh well, we have one of our thingies done. Let's focus on what we were doing in the first place. So yeah. But well, my friends, nothing like the adrenaline rush that you get once you realize that your entire base is about to get destroyed by some random thing, right? But in any case, moving on from that, we have our copper sheet setup over here, something pretty simple. We needed 20 machines, and that's precisely what we have here, a row of 10 on each side, they combine in the middle, and that should give us a belt with 200 copper sheets. Now, we are producing slightly more copper than we are going to use, but that's like on purpose, because we still need a little bit of copper to go into to make circuit thingies, circuit boards, I think that's how they call, for our own personal use, and therefore yeah, we are going to use that copper for that. So yeah, we can remove that from the list. We already removed the smelter. I still need to deal with the Caterium one, but that's a problem for the future me. This much it can get done, and up next we are going to get the circuit board production. We need to put 13.3 assemblers to consume a bunch of copper sheets, and plastic as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that next. Alright, my friends, for the assembly area for the circuits we are kinda done. So we know that we needed 13.3 machines, which, if you know how we operate around here, that means 14 machines, right? Now we are going to need 2 belts, and of course there is an Honda Civic outside. Hopefully you guys don't hear that rice being cooked outside, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Could you please? Thank you. So yeah, we have 14 machines in here, separated in 2 sets of 7. However, these are separated slightly different than usual, because we have 2 belts of plastic and 1 belt of copper sheets. So pretty much the belt of copper sheets is this one, drops down through the lift and then goes all the way to the end of this line through the bottom splitters. As for the plastic, we have 2 sets of splitters, you know, of 7 splitters in one side and 7 splitters on the other, so that we can get the plastic divided in a balanced form, because we needed 400 and we don't have a belt of 400 just yet, so we'll have to be providing 270, and later on we'll figure out how to balance this thing properly, because we are still going to need whatever remains from these lines to be inputted into this thingy over here, alright, because this thing also needs 180 plastic, which is pretty much the surplus from that line, so I still need to balance this thing out in a way that the surplus gets sent over there, but that's a problem for a little bit. Right now, this part is done, so I can move on to the next thing. And by the way, my friends, I know that I'm constantly dunking on that car, but here's the thing, the problem is not the car, it's the drivers, okay? The drivers are the ones that oh my god, here he comes again, Jesus Christ. Now, my friends, even though we still have a couple of ingredients left in the recipe, the final ingredients are not really that complicated. We need the screws and the wires, right? However, we are going to need such a low amount of machines to provide these resources that I think I'm just going to take them all into that corner over there, because we don't have anything in there. We have this ginormous row of assemblers, but other than that we don't have like nothing in here, so I think I'm just going to tuck them all in here, and that's pretty much it, right, my friends? Yeah, that's it. I think other than that we need anything else from the outside? No, we'll be producing everything. Okay, this thing is closer than I was expecting. May I ask? Do I really want to know what just happened in here? Do I really want to know? I don't think that I want. Holy Jesus. Yeah, my friends, I think the game is getting a little bit, shall we say, derpy. We have a traffic jam in here. We have so many trucks coming into this truck stop. It's ridiculous. We even create some traffic jams from time to time. Okay, so this small work line is now done. We have in here the cable, 3 machines making 90 cable, 2 machines making a bunch of wire using the alternative Deuterium recipe. Now, we only need like 50% in here, but I'm just going to leave it at a normal clock, and eventually it's going to fill up the line and just back up and working, and it will only work whenever it is necessary. The same will be said for this one. Making the screws, we only need 206, but I'm not going to like underclock this. No way, we'll just let the line overflow. So yeah, now this line of iron comes straight from downstairs. You guys remember the overflow line that we had over there? Yeah, we are going to be using some of that steel. It's not iron, it's steel ingots. And over here, well, we needed Deuterium, right? We had some Deuterium going into the space elevator, so I just did a small bypass. So we already had some Deuterium coming in here, right? However, I placed a smart splitter over here, which is going to redirect the overflow of Deuterium into a buffer over here, and from this buffer we'll send it downwards into the forge. But before we go there, the idea is that we are transporting, even like first the space elevator factory is stalled, it's not working. But even if it was working, we are transporting like 2 nodes worth of Deuterium. Pretty certain we are not going to use all of that, so we are just going to overflow whatever we have into that buffer. The buffer is so that should the space elevator factory come back into life and we have like a long stretch of time where we don't have any overflow, we'll at least have a little bit of a buffer in here to get us through those times. But yeah, that buffer goes goes through our sky bridge over here, right? And from here it gets sent downstairs, right? We come on. We have this thing over here that transfers it from one place into the other. Brings it all the way down into our forge area down there. Now we only have 2 forges, 2 smelters in this case. Doing this job is something pretty simple. Now we'll have to disregard, you'll have to excuse me the mess, okay my friends? This thing is it's a mess. I don't even want to look at it too much. But yeah, 2 smelters is all that we need. So yeah, Deuterium ready, wire ready, and therefore cable ready. The screws are like super simple, less than 1 machine necessary, and now the final thing left to do is just balance the plastic that we are receiving, sending a little bit, or in this case sending the overflow into the front, and after that we'll just be able to assemble the manufacturing thingy. Now cool thing is, this time we didn't need all of this space, meaning we can put some more manufacturing in here if we decide to do so. For example, like circuits and stuff like that, we can just create a small room to create those things in there. But yeah, time to balance these belts over here and then just bring all the stuff into the front. Well, my friends, this is probably one of the weirdest distribution systems, or I don't know, supplying systems that I have created. Like that, this thing is really janky, but at the same time, because the splitters, the 4 tall splitter stack is not taller than this thing, I just said, you know what, that's acceptable. So instead of just having like the belt going in a diagonal and being all ugly, we are using these lifts just to make, you know, sure that everything is in line, and with 19-degree turns and everything that we can to make this look a little bit less ugly, right? You know, let's do everything in our power. And now we have one final thing. Select the recipe. Luckily for me, we can go just like this. Bam, bam, and bam. So yeah, everything is now connected, belted, no pipes. So yeah, hopefully we won't blow our entire power grid once we connected this wire into the grid. Yeah, like we are threading a little bit too close to the sun. We are pulling an Icarus over here and we might get burned, but oh well. You only know if you try it, right? May the gods of Satisfactory be with us. Now things are going to ramp up, it's not that bad. It goes from 11,144 to 11,674. Okay, that's acceptable, especially because that is taking into consideration all of the machines. Not everything is obviously working, right? Because we still need the basic components from the... Wow, that was fast. We need the basic components that are being built over here. So first we have the cable and the screws. No power. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. We are bound to forget a few things here and there, right? Okay, so far everything seems to be working correctly. Now there is just one thing that might quote-unquote screw us up a little bit. It's not going to, but yeah, so the plastic, the way we are going to do this is we have a smart splitter in the beginning of the of each of the 7 lines of assemblers that we have, and we overflow the extra plastic that we are producing into the manufacturing facilities. Now, until this ramp up to full production, there will be no overflow, but in a way this is actually kind of nice, because it's going to help us out to ramp up quickly, right? Because the second all of this is full, the entire overflow will go through there, right? Which is going to increase the speed at which the manufacturers also get the materials, and in the end I'm pretty certain that everything is going to work out, because we are producing way too much plastic that is not going to be consumed by the assembly line. So yeah, we should have a computer production pretty soon. We might have a few computers already in here, but yeah, that's because we already had plastic in the line to start with. But yeah, there we go, my friends, our very first computer being built in this factory floor. Alright, my friends, so the last thing that we have to do is to connect this belt, which is transporting the computers all the way over here, right? And from here everything should be set up. If past me did a good job, everything should be working as intended. So it goes over here, the first smart splitter, it should go towards the left as any undefined, and then towards the center as overflow, correct? Correct. Then over here we have center as any undefined and right as overflow. And that, I don't even understand how most of this thing... Okay, this thing is connected over there, okay. So this is the buffer that sends the stuff downwards towards the truck stop. Once the truck stop is full, this will fill up. Once this fills up, the overflow will go towards here. This will send the overflow towards our main storage, and once the storage is full, it will send the remaining overflow towards the awesome sink. Cool, so now it's just a matter of time until we have computers in storage. But yeah, my friends, even that I already have around 6 hours of footage to edit, I think we are going to call it here. Alright, but next episode we are going to use the computers that we have just produced to unlock the expanded power infrastructure, and the first thing that we are going to do is get a fuel generator power plant going, because that power is getting very, shall we say, bordering on the red line. We are getting dangerously close to a black... Yeah, look at that. I don't feel comfortable with this power grid. So I think we might be working on that. Yeah, like as soon as possible. As soon as possible. We'll find some more oil spread, I don't know, in one of those places, and whenever we find some oil, we'll build a fuel generator power plant in there. And then we come back to here and upgrade everything that needs to be upgraded to Mark IV, and we are going to be golden. But yeah, my friends, I think this is going to be it. Our factory is growing rather quickly. It's, well, it's taking a lot of more things than I anticipated, like, yeah, most of the ports that we have available to us are already fulfilled with either, like, elevators or more belts. It's ridiculous the amount of resources that we are inputting into this factory just to produce 2 things at a rate of 10 per minute. It's like, yeah. Oh boy. But in any case, my friends, and with all of that said, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.